Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, January 15th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, Tesley, CONY, NVDY, Misty, and AMZY. I'm not going to go through all the trades like I did yesterday. Maybe I'll just skim really quick, see if something jumps out, but I think after feedback that it does make more sense to maybe just make it like a Saturday video thing where we'll go through all of the intraday trades to see how the week ended, so you can see who won the trades. Although I just want you guys to keep in mind, they do close out some of the other trades during the week as well, as you guys know. So anyway, let's get to it. Who do we cover? Obviously, we cover Tesley, and right at the top, Tesley had a trade. Tesley had many trades. So if we look again, this is going to probably be how I plan on covering it going forward. You can see in purple, that's a put, so it's a little easier visually, and I'll have to think about how else I can help you guys look at this more visually. But in purple, you'll see the puts, and then in pink, you'll see buy to close. And those are key items to keep in mind when reviewing, the intraday trades. So when you look at Tesley's intraday trades from yesterday, it was kind of all over the place and really tough to read. But real quick, BC buy to close, you'll see, okay, BC buy to close, they closed the put and they sold the call. So that means they closed out some of their synthetic, 10,000 contracts from their synthetic position. And then if you look up here, they're using those same 10,000 and they're selling a put and buying a call, right? Or as we say, buy, call, sell, put. So they're adding 10,000 contracts to a new synthetic position. So they decided to essentially cut some out of their old synthetic that they've been getting whooped on, which was the 480, and they moved it down to a 400, and they had to pay a pretty penny for that. And then you'll see another BC buy to close, right? 10,000 contracts, 405. They closed out the call for this week, 405 strike price. Not really sure why they did that. And they did it twice. They did it on 41.95 as well. So, but yeah, I'll show you guys, more in detail on the file, and you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the 480. Again, they have a 480 synthetic. They've had a 480 synthetic, and yeah, they've been getting destroyed. Because look, there's Tesla price is 17% under the 480 strike. So yeah, that sucks. So, and when they typically add to a synthetic position, they like to add when the price, is at the money. So that's why they decided to say, okay, let's slowly get out of this synthetic position. So let's take a little hit now. So we'll sell, we'll close out 10,000 contracts here, right? And you see, okay, on the put, they had to pay 82.8 mil. Remember singing Gold Digger, right? You take my money. Remember that song? Yeah. So some of that is going to the Gold Digger, 82 million going to the Gold Digger, right? And then for the call, the poor dude we talk about in orange, he only keeps 13.7 mil. We're the dude, right? Unfortunately, that's all we get. But, again, they kind of had to do this anyway at some point, right? They didn't have to do it technically until February 21st. And god damn, it's cold. It's extra cold today. Holy crap. Got my heater, but maybe it's got to start kicking in. Whew. Sorry for the randomness, but damn. So yeah, they closed that out. So in the end, what'd they pay? Like 70 mil, 69 mil out of pocket. So yeah, the damage will go into payment for bucket, which will go into our payment detail. All right. So they took those 10,000 contracts and they moved it here. Here being the 400, right? Synthetic 400, which is at the money, right? So you can see, they had to pay about 10.5 million to start this position. Typically the call does cost more than the put, and obviously that the strike is above, Tesla's price anyway. So it costs a decent amount. So again, we got kind of hammered on, synthetic wise yesterday. But regardless, this is probably something that had to happen. I don't know why they chose a 2/21 expiration date, by the way. Like, why didn't they go out further? You know what I mean? So that doesn't make sense to me. So, but anyway, so you have 10,000 contracts here, and then what, like 18,000 contracts there. So total contracts, synthetic wise, 28,693. Okay, moving on to the weeklies. All right, so if we take a look at this, yesterday, Tesla went down 1.72%. Tesley went down 1.43%. So kind of a red day, right? So let's take a look at what they did and see if it was smart. All right, so remember, they made two trades, right? They closed out 10,000 contracts, and they closed about like 4,000 something. So here's the 4,000 something at the top. It's the combination of the two. Now this is let me know what you guys think of this. I just don't get it. But they closed out, they have a 405 strike price on everything, every position, right? And yesterday was Tuesday. So we still had 3 trading days plus whatever was left on the Tuesday, right? So, and Tesla closed at 396. So why did they close the 405 if it was still out of the money, right? And there was still so much time value left. Why pay for that? I don't know what price Tesla was at the time, right? Was Tesla green yesterday? I'm just trying to think. Was it green? Maybe. I don't know. But regardless, it was freaking Tuesday. Why are you taking a loss already? So they took a loss. They paid $17.51. Like, I don't even believe these numbers, to be honest. Like, I have to, I double, triple, quadruple checked it. And no matter how you look at it, it's horrible. So I got to be honest, guys. This was bad. Like, I don't know. This is bad. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you closing that? I mean, is Tesla going to blow to the moon today? I mean, I saw some bad news on Elon. Pre-market looked kind of green, but I don't know, man. Why? 1751. Like, how is it that expensive, too? Was Tesla that high? I don't know. Bad. And then here's the other one. 10,000 contracts, closing to 405, 1650. So if we go to the right, how much did we lose? We lost 8-9 million on that one, and then this one we lost what, 3-4. I mean, about 3 to 4 million on that one. For what reason though? For what purpose? I mean, weekly. We're not doing daily options now, are we? We're doing, I don't know, but whatever. All right, so they opened new positions. All right, they took that, right? They closed it. They took a loss for whatever reason. Maybe it'll work out. I don't know. Let's try to see the bright side here. 10,000 contracts. They chose a 425 strike price on both, actually. The 4,195 as well. I'll have to color code that. So they chose 425 on both, and that's 7.23% out of the money for this week. So it's almost like take the hit yesterday because Tesla, we're making more room for this week. But I've never seen them do something like this. So that's new to me. And I have to say, I don't know. It looks like they're trying to time the market or do something here. But all right, what else they got left? They got 405 left still, though. They got 8,000 and 6,498 at 405. Again, still 2.18% out of the money. So still hope in winning those trades. Even though they closed some of them and they took a massive loss, there's still hope on the others. Let me know what you guys think of that. Again, I don't remember, didn't really recall Tesla yesterday. But if it was green, and then they closed it when it was super green, but why would they do it then either, right? I don't know. Anyway, outstanding contracts decrease. Really? Decrease? Yeah. Negative 350,000. Maybe because they saw that trade. All right, here's the recap. 30-day IV, 68%. Outstanding shares, 82 mil. Total net income. No, of course not. They just lost a crap load of money. $13.2 million loss. And it's been a while. Guys, it has been a while. I am thirsty as hell. It has been a while, but you're getting poop. Sorry, Tesley fund manager, but that's poop. That was straight up poop. I don't know why. Maybe I'm missing something, and you guys can tell me, but whatever. You're getting poop. Anyway, Group A declares next week, 7 days. Obviously, today's the declaration date of Group D. So, Misty will be coming out. Synthetic income. No. Well, yesterday was a double freaking disaster, right? We took a hit on synthetics, which, again, I didn't necessarily disagree with that, right? So, that's, again, the price moves, the price does what it does, right? And the synthetic, whether we close it or not, we'll make money if it goes up anyway. So, synthetic loss, 61.6 mil. Now, the short call income, this could have been avoided, at least to my, from what I can see. But anyway, it's a loss of 13.2 mil. So, Tesley, they're announcing next week. They're declaring next week. So guess what, guys? You ain't getting $1, all right? You're looking at, right now, 79 cents, all right? It's going to be around that price. There's no way they're going to catch up unless Tesla goes to the moon. But, yeah, sorry, Tesla holders. You're going to go from $1.28 to the 70 cent range, right? 70 cents, maybe 80 cents. We'll see. All right, anyway. Let's go over here. Yeah, synthetic disaster continues because they still have the 480 left. You could see 171 mil. Again, it was worse, right? They took out 10,000, but they moved it to the 400 because they got sick and tired of me singing Gold Digger. So what they had to do, they had to cut it in half. So I guess I have to sing half the song. When I'm in need. Right? Yeah, she's a trifling. So basically, guys, she's a gold digger. Half a gold digger, right? You got an ugly girl at the top and then a gold digger, hot girl right below. Yeah, Tesley's like a little mixed there. But either way, what do we got going on? Well, yeah, synthetic, still very expensive. Value of this fund is 1.1 bill. The NAV is 1376. Trade price is 1374. All right, so that is Tesley. Guess what, guys? Misty did not have a trade, but we will cover it next before we get to the other three. All right. So here's Misty. They have a synthetic 315. MSTR is at 342, well above the 315, 8% above. So their synthetic is doing well. So Misty is doing okay. Now, you can see MSTR had a good day. It went up 4.19%. MSTY went up 3.22%. Why? Well, look at the day before. Oh, no, the day before wasn't that bad. It looked bad, but then it ended up recovering. But look at that. That's a pretty damn good day, right? Pretty damn good day. So where does that leave us? Okay. So, let's see. All right, so what do they got? Yeah, see the trades from yesterday? I mean, do you remember yesterday? They closed out the 5805 and the 4100, right? And then they opened them down here, right? 5805, 4100, and 1100 were new. These were all from yesterday, right? And they're already in the freaking money because they opened at 2% out of the money. So, yeah. Awful. But, yeah, we have 1,100 contracts plus the 5805, 337.50. That's 1.36% in the money. And then you got 4,100 contracts, 335 strike price, 2.1% in the money. All right? And then going up, what else do we have? We got a lot. I mean, I'm obviously going from bottom to top. 950 contracts, 350 strike, 2.29% out of the money. 9,977 contracts, 365 strike price, 6.67% out of the money. And then we got all these 370s, right? About like 30,000 or so, whatever. 370 strike price, 8.13% out of the money. So what we have left over, besides the ones that they opened yesterday, are still doing okay, right? They're still surviving. They should have never touched what they did yesterday, but they did, and here we are. We're stuck with it. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. Obviously, MSTR can come back down, and it's a moot point at that, but we kind of put ourselves in that spot. All right, so outstanding shares did increase again by 700,000, and you can imagine why, because today's declaration date, and if you buy yesterday or today, you will qualify for the next distribution, which will be announced this morning, typically around 6:55 a.m. 30-day IV of MSTR, 100%, baby, we're back up. Outstanding shares, 65.9 mil. Total net income, 27.2 mil. Total distribution, 41 cents. Daily income, 2 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.05%. And if you annualize that sucker, 19.67%. Right, Booker T? All right, reaction. Oh, my God, I didn't update the reaction. But it kind of still fits, to be honest. It does still fit because of that trade yesterday. So, that's the noise for the emoji, in case you're wondering. All right, Group D declares in 0 days. Today. Boom, 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 boom. What time is it? Are they going to declare? Are they going to declare? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Payment information. Oh, how much money did we make? Well, synthetic income, nope. They lost 7.5 mil. Short call income, they made 27.2 mil. So in the end, if you just look at the total income, it's 30 cents per share, right? If you just look at the weekly income, it's 41 cents per share. So either way, they can't afford their freaking payment. With their higher IV of 101%, that would actually be above my guesstimate of 220. Again, I think my estimate is 225, showing 229. But again, it could be that number. It could be less than 2. Who the heck knows? But compared to the last payment of 308, it sucks regardless, right? Even though they're yielding, their annualized yield is still ridiculous. Okay, let's move on to the holdings tab. See what we got here. Their synthetic, again, is in a great spot. The 315 is doing well. The synthetic overall is actually worth 154 mil if they do decide to cash that out. And then here's everything in between. Again, they got everything all over the freaking place. Selling calls, credit call spreads. Yeah, we're not going to go through all that because we're going to let the week go on. Total net asset value of Misty is 1.9 bill. Approaching the $2 billion mark, but with ex-dividend date approaching, obviously it'll drop soon, right? Because they got to pay out the cash. They got to pay us, right? We want our money, so they'll pay us, and it will drop. And again, it's still hanging around almost the $30 range, so it's pretty impressive. Very impressive fund. So that's Misty. All right, back to this spreadsheet. Again, this is where I'm holding the intraday trades now. So up next is NVIDIA. They had a trade. Now, if you look, we'll scroll a decent amount of trades, right? So we'll try to make sense of this for you guys real quick. So right at the top, BC bought a close a put. They closed the 138 put, 7,760 contracts of that. Okay, what they close here, BC bought a close, 148 put, right? So they're closing puts, right? They're closing puts. So they're closing some of their synthetics, 7,760, 22,240. Go down here. All right, here's the other side of it. All right, so they're opening buy, call, sell, put, 7,760, 22,240. So what they do? They did something similar that Tesley did. They closed part or all of a synthetic, and they opened a new one closer to the money, which is 135. All right. So that explains the top part, right? And then if you go further down, you see, okay, BC bought a close. They closed at 137, 103. Not that cheap, to be honest. So, and then they opened a new one. 137 for next week. What? I don't know, man. Some of these trades are freaking weird. But yeah, man, it's just let's get to the sheet. I'm trying not to bitch as much this year. Maybe that should be a goal. But here we go. NVIDIA, overall, they went down 1.12% yesterday. NVDY went down 0.87%. All right, we have quite the freaking disaster here. I mean, look at this mess. Look at this. All right, NVIDIA is at 131, okay? They have 4 freaking synthetic positions. 4. Do you believe this nonsense? 127, 135, 138, 148. I believe the 135 is the new one. So, I mean, whatever, right? Whatever. We're above one of the synthetics. Everything else is a freaking gold digger at this point. But hopefully NVIDIA starts turning green before 221. I mean, here's the 4 broke-ass dudes, right? Just hanging out. Hopefully they can make some money. And then here's everything in between. And that's what we care about, right? Are we going to win our weekly plays? Well, first, let's look at QSIP. QSIP. That way we can see the expiration. All right, everything's a 117 except the bottom 2. Let's keep that in mind. So let's go through it. Outstanding shares, 18,000. 18,000 contracts. 137 strike price, 3.98% out of the money. That's the lowest strike price. Again, we got 3 trading days. We'll see how that goes. 61,572 contracts, 138 strike price, 4.74% out of the money. That's the largest position. But again, we'll see how that plays out. And then they got way down below. This is for next week. 26,018 contracts, 137 strike price. Why is that down? Oh, it's because the expiration date, 3.98% out of the money. So for next week, I mean, what? It's not that far out of the money, but because NVIDIA, you never know, man. It is a tough one to play. They've been like sitting up, down, all around. Nothing too impressive, but they do have credit call spreads over the place. So, we'll see how it works out. But again, they've been doing a lot of trades lately. Just trying to confuse us, I guess. Anyway, the total net asset value is 1.4 bill. The NAV is 21.73. Trade price 21.78. Synthetic ain't worth a crap. It's worth negative 36 mil. 30-day IV is 44.85%. IV estimate 75 cents. Group B declares in 14 days on January 29th. All right, heater's kicking in. It's making me tired again, blowing in my face. All right. So as far as trade-wise, AMZY and CONY did not have a trade. So let's just go through them real quick and see where we stand. Amazon went down 0.32%. Let me move this heater back. Oh, there you go. All right. Amazon went down 0.32%. AMZY went down 0.37%. So kind of a blah, blah day, right? Blah, 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 blah. I do not say blah, blah, blah. What movie? Ready? Go. All right. Synthetics at 210. Amazon's at 217. Okay. That's okay. Their synthetics always been doing well. All right. All these calls expire this Friday, so let's read them out to you. 320 contracts, 222.50 strike, 2.18% out of the money. 12,345 contracts, 227.50 strike price, 4.47% out of the money. Are they safe? Again, it's Amazon, so probably, but you never know. The value of this fund is $276 million. Oh my God, I was going to say 1,000. The NAV is 1871, trade price 1873. Synthetic bailout. Right now it's worth 11 mil, which is about 75 cents per share. 30-day IV of Amazon is 38%. IV estimate based on that is 55 cents. I forget what my estimate is, but it doesn't really matter because they declare today. Probably now. If it's 6:55, who the hell knows what time it is now? But yeah, we'll see. Up next, CONY. CONY, man. CONY is nuts. All right. By the way, that new fund, LFGY, they're going to pay weekly. I did not know that. So that's quite interesting. They're going to own all these random crypto freaking stocks and pay weekly. Man, YieldMax, they're going for the gold. Anyway, coin went up one. Wow, look at that. Capped my ass, right? Coin went up 1.63%. CONY went up 1.63%. Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but I can't really. I'm losing my voice again. Love winter. Not. Time to move to Florida. All right. Here's CONY Synthetics. They have 3. 280, 300, 320, right? Coin is at 255. They're getting destroyed. I mean, these are gold diggers. So there's nothing you could do, right? And, you take my money. So basically, that's all I can do, right? I'm going to do a half-ass song. It's only going to be periodically I'll sing the whole damn song, right? Because you don't want to piss too many people off. I'm waking up dogs, I hear. Dogs are waking up the house. So, you don't want to do that this bright and early. But yeah. Anyway, the synthetic is a disaster. We know that. Let's look at the rest, though. Here we go. Everything expires this Friday. So we could talk about that real quick and see if we're going to win. Are we going to win? Again, we sell weekly options. We sell calls, cover calls, right? Weekly. We want to win. We want to win. Let's see. 5,000 contracts, 260, 250 strike price, 2.79% out of the money. You damn right. 17,340 contracts, 267.50 strike price, 4.75% out of the money. Hell yeah, sucker. 10,000 contracts, 277.50 strike price, 8.67% out of the money. Take that. 9,565 contracts, 280 strike price, 9.64% out of the money. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is how it's done. Scatter-de-do, all out of the money. Oh freaking yeah. Right? They didn't close anything. They're letting it ride. This is how it should be. Did you see? Did you not see? Over here? Look at that. It's amazing, right? Wow. We are not freaking capped. Ignoring the synthetic disaster. This is how you do it. It's just a beautiful thing when it really works. And I swear, it could work. And I know they have the rules. They got to do this. They got to do that. But the way like CONY is set up, it's a beautiful thing. And at the same time, yeah, coin could go up 10% today and tomorrow will be crying. But still, days like that, you can't control. We know that. But, when you're set up beautifully, scattered, nicely, I don't know. It just feels like a good day. Good day for CONY. All right. Net asset value. Still, still low, though. One bill. The NAV is 12.27. Trade price, 12.27. Synthetics still struggling, though. Negative 193 mil. But again, we'll move past that. We'll close it out. We'll pay the gold diggers. And we'll move on with our lives, Never again, right? Stay in your league, dudes. 30-day IV, 74%. IV estimate, 71 cents. Group C declares in 21 days on February 5th. All right, so that's the update on all the other funds. Again, I'm just going to go back real quick here. And I said I'd do a quick scroll of who had trades yesterday. Phoebe had trades, closed them out. PP, AIYY, ABNY, TSMY, SMCY, Ulti. They always have trades, guys. So if you want to track it, be my guest. And then Biggie, just a couple trades. Soxy, LFGY. Again, this is the new one. They're going to pay weekly. They got NVIDIA in there, but whatever. And then, yeah, that's it. So, again, like I said, this spreadsheet here, this is going to be the new intraday holdings. And then to the right, I'm going to try to have like a little more information. You can see like the type. It'll be spelt out so you guys can see that. The expiration date will be separated, different things like that. So still a work in progress. I'm trying to make it better for you guys to understand, better to read, better to follow. I know it's confusing. It's just a lot of numbers, but you guys are still sticking with me, and I do appreciate it. But again, I'm trying to work on the best way to satisfy everyone, to satisfy the options nerds who know everything, to satisfy the people who don't even know what an option is, right? And then everything in between. So we'll do our best. So anyway, that was the coverage on the 5 funds that we talked about. So now let's go to the pre-market. All right, so here's pre-market. Again, I use marketwatch.com. U.S. companies are expected to post their best earnings growth in 3 years. Okay, whatever. And how do you know that, by the way? How do you know that? All right, anyway, let's go here. All right, Tesla, they're looking a little green. They're up 0.34%. They're at 397.72. Tesley is up 0.44%, 1380. NVIDIA is looking red. It's down 0.37%, 131.27. NVDY is down 0.41%. It's at 2169. Coin is up 0.31%, 256.15. CONY is up 0.57%. It's at 1234. Keep in mind, guys, this is as of 5:23 a.m. Which means I guess I'm making good time. MSTR, they are up 0.24%, $343. MSTY is down 0.07%. It's at 29.47. TSLY is up 0.61%, 26.26. TNA, it's up 1.32%. It's at 41.45. I did sell calls on all 200 shares that I do have. I did a 42 and I believe a 44 for this Friday. If they get called away, who cares, right? Who gives a damn? AMZY is down 0.75%. It's at 930. AMZY is up 0.37%, 1880. Remember AMZY's job? Pay a distribution, recover to 20, right? Pay a distribution, recover to 20. The problem is they're about to pay a distribution and they did not recover to 20. Not looking good, AMZY. We need some recovery here. All right. Bitcoin, BTC, they're up 0.62%, 97,103. BitX is up 1.53%, 5509. Soxel is up 0.53%, 2827. SMCI, Super Nerdy Microcomputer Incorporated, they are up 0.23%, 3059. SMC to the Y, S to the M to the C to the Y, not updated, but they're at 24.79. Palantir, everyone's favorite. Just kidding. It's funny. It's again, I love it when I see people, oh my God, Palantir, oh, so overvalued. You're gonna spend your time just complaining companies are overvalued, really? How about you just focus on making money? Anyway, Palantir, they're up 0.29%. They're at 66.10. I'm not saying, believe me, I know I'm a YouTuber now, so I'm not saying this that I'm freaking awesome, but some people and I watch them, I'm like, it's no wonder they don't get any views. Or even the ones that do get views, it's like, huh? It's just, so many people in the investing space are just plain blah, right? It's just blah. And it's, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. And I always wanted to listen to someone a little crazier. That's why, way back in the day, I listened to Financial Jeremy. I know everyone hates him now because he sells too many courses or he tries to predict things, but whatever. I haven't watched him, in the last few years. But his earlier videos, man, they helped me a lot because he talked about, he did a lot of whiteboard videos, how I got the idea from it. Just talking about some basic stuff, and because you can't get that information anywhere. But anyway, let's move on. Platy is up 2.11%, 60.87. TSM is down 0.49%, 247, $200.47. That is. TSMY is flat, not updated, 1902, and Mara is up 0.52%, 1745. So that's the update. And the time check is 5:36 a.m. Office day for me. So possible commute video, so look out for that. I'll typically post it around 9 or 10 a.m. if I do it. Also, expect a video tomorrow. I already posted it. That is for my first full year of being monetized on YouTube, meaning 2024 was my first full year. I do go over some of the channel information, how it did, some, how the best videos, my views, my audience, and then of course how much I made each month and how much I made for the year. I don't know if that interests you guys, but it's just something that I like to do periodically because I love watching those videos myself, especially as a YouTuber in the beginning. You're like, how the hell do people even make money? And the more I watch, though, it's funny because most people say like 70% of their income comes from sponsorships, right? I'm like, how in the hell? I don't have any sponsorships. So 100% of my income comes from YouTube. So yeah, I don't know. I guess, I do get some emails from some questionable companies nothing worth a damn, at least in my eyes. Maybe I'm missing out apparently, but I don't know. But look out for that video. That'll be tomorrow at 3 p.m. It'll premiere, so go check it out if that is of interest to you. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. Maybe we'll sing. Maybe we'll sing tomorrow, right? What else? What else we got? Oh yeah, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. Please. Goes a long way. And if you have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. Outside of that, guess what time it is? It is keyword time. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you gotta say the keyword. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to this whole thing, what am I talking about? Well, basically, you're right. If you made it through an entire video of mine, you deserve some credit. And in order for you to get that credit, you have to type the keyword in the comments section. That way I know, that way others know that you are a trooper. You are, amazing to make it through this grueling video, through the various bitching and singing and this and that and water drinking. You're the best. So you got to get credit for that. So that being said, today's keyword, I'm going to have a little fun with it because it's freaking Misty declaration date. Do you believe that? We're here. And I'm sure they announced. So if you're watching on the premiere, I'm sure they announced, right? I know a lot of you watched later, which is fine too. But this applies on everything. So since they declared, I want you to run the numbers. Take that number, multiply it by how many shares you have, and tell us how much money are you making this Friday? What is your Misty dividend for this Friday? That is the key word. All right. I want to see some big numbers. I want to see some small numbers. Don't be ashamed. All right. Don't be ashamed either way. If it's too big, too small, that's what she said, right? But if you're not comfortable, I get it. I get it. You can just say happy Misty declaration date. All right. That's the alternative. But hopefully most of you are not scared and you'll be willing to share your numbers because I do like to see the Misty distribution numbers. So that is the keyword today. So again, today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, type down in the comments below how much you're going to get paid for Misty on Friday. If you're buying more today, that's fine. Run the calculation based on the total shares after the purchase you expect, all right? That way others can get motivated too because it is fun. It is fun to share numbers because when I see some of you guys, you guys have big ass dividends. So it motivates me every time. Like, damn, I got to get my ass moving. But yeah, feel free to share. All right, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching and I hope everyone has a great day. Again, office day for me. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys have an easy day, but we'll see, right? All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.